Alright, I know it's been a while. I haven't uploaded since the last episode of Beans Picks, and I haven't done a podcast since like week 6. But there's reason this week, especially because I am back from Oklahoma City. I did go see Ring Night, and the vlog is coming. I am editing it still, so that's why it's not out yet. But the vlog is coming. It's Saturday. It's 10:24 p.m. Pacific, October 25th, 2025. I'm here doing Beans Picks the night before the Sunday slate. I missed the Thursday game. I don't get to pick the Thursday game this week. So that's that. That's just the way I'm doing it. I'm not going to just not do Beans picks because I didn't get them in before the Thursday night game. I just won't pick that game. So this week we have a lot of teams on bye. We have 6 teams on bye. The Cardinals, Lions, Jags, Raiders, Rams, and Seahawks. Damn, 3 NFC West teams on bye in the same week. I did not know that. I did not realize that until literally right now. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 games to pick from this week because I missed Thursday Night Football and because of the teams on bye. So that's 4 games down from the 16. And that makes up the 32. Point is, I'm here. I'm doing Beans picks, and I'm getting them in before the midnight deadline. So these count. So I get these in before Sunday, so they count. They're on the record. Even if none of you actually watch the video until after the games have happened, this is before these games have happened, so they count towards my record when I win, because I'm going to win a lot. Go over last week real quick. Week 7, I went 10-5. I had the Bengals, Chiefs, Eagles, Bears, Patriots, Broncos, Cowboys, Packers, Lions, and Seahawks all win, making up my 10 wins. My 5 losses were Jacksonville, Miami, which I can't believe I keep picking Miami. Jacksonville, Miami, the Jets, Atlanta, and the Chargers. So that brings up my 10-5. I'm 54-36 on the year. I've decided I'm gonna get rid of the 1 and get rid of the tie. I'm just not. We're just gonna act like it didn't happen because I'm tired of putting the 1 at the end of my scores every week because I'm never gonna predict the tie. Except remember what was that game? It was like the Jets and the Dolphins. I was gonna predict the tie. And then that week was the week the Cowboys tied with the Packers, so I was close. I almost picked the tie, and I picked the wrong game, but I picked the right week. But I'm not going to have the tie on the record anymore just because there's going to be a tie probably. There's usually at least one tie a season. So if I was going to do it like that, there would always be a tie on the back of my record at the end of every year. And I just don't like that. I could count it as a loss. Actually, you know what? That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to count it as a loss because I didn't pick the team that won. So I'm taking the tie off my record. My record last week was 44-31-1. Now going into week 8, I'm going to just say we're 54-37. Get rid of the tie. I'll put it in the loss column because I didn't pick the right team to win. Even though that team didn't lose, they didn't win. So it's a loss on my record. That's how I'm going to go about ties from now on. Unless I predict the tie, then it'll go in my win column. And then if it doesn't tie, then it'll go in my loss column. So that's that with the ties. Let's go on ahead and get started here. We have the biggest game of the weekend. At least it is for me. Chicago Bears at Baltimore Ravens. And this game just got a lot more important because Lamar is not back. Lamar is still not playing. He is now expected to return next week, Thursday night against Miami. So, yeah, we have to go. We have to win this game. 1-6 is not probably recoverable. 2-5 is in this division with this schedule the rest of the way. 2-5, I still think we can win the division. 1-6, we're really, really pushing it. Really pushing it. Snoop Huntley should be the starter this week, not Cooper Rush. I think that's what they're going to go with. I think they're going to go with Snoop Huntley, the former Pro Bowler. And because we just have to get this win, I have to ride with my boys. I know I could do the thing I did when we played the Rams where I hedge my bets. I say I'm getting out of here with something. Either we win or I get Beans picks right, but I'm not doing that this week because that's how badly I think we need this win. That's how desperate we need to win this football game, is that I'm willing to put my Beans picks record on the line for this game. So I think we can do it. I really think we can do it. The Bears are good, but I'm not scared of them. I'm not scared of that offense. I'm not scared of that defense. I'm scared of every offense, I guess, in theory, because of the way this Ravens defense is. But hey, we looked pretty good against the Rams last week. Holding the Rams with Devontae Adams and Puka Nacua, and I think Puka got hurt in that game and missed some of the game, but still, Matthew Stafford, everybody's All-American. He's in the MVP race this year. So I think, that was something to build off of. Then we got the bye. So give me Baltimore. Give me Baltimore. Next, we have the 5-2 49ers against the 2-4 Texans. I really, really hate the Niners still. I say it every week when it comes time for me to pick their game. I really hate them. I hope they lose. I hope they lose every game they play. And that makes it hurt even more when they keep fucking winning these games. They got another shit team. Just every week with the Niners, I'm like, I feel like they should lose this week, but they're playing a fucking tomato can. They're playing a shitty team. And that's exactly what Houston is. Houston's offense just cannot do anything. It can't do anything. It looked embarrassing against Seattle. The defense was actually awesome against Seattle, yet awesome against the Sam Darnold Seahawks was fucking 27 points. So I'm going to pick the Niners, I don't want to, but now I'm hedging my bet on the Niners this week. That either they're going to lose and I'm going to be happy because of that, or they'll win and I'll get one towards Bean picks. The next game, Miami at Atlanta. And Kirk Cousins is apparently on track to start this game because Michael Penix is dealing with some type of injury. Alright, I know that cut was completely unnecessary. I could definitely very smoothly just jump right back into the video. But my fucking power just flickered out like 3 times. And now I'm lost. I'm all over the place now. It did give me time though. Now I did look up the Michael Penix injury. It is a knee injury. It says they don't want to put him in harm's way unless he is 100% or extremely close. So Kirk Cousins is starting. I think it saved my recording up to this point, so now I've just completely ruined the flow of the video, but I bullshit you not. The fucking power just flickered out like 3 times, and so now I gotta really speed run through these because I don't know if it's gonna happen again. And fuck me around again. I'm picking Atlanta over the Dolphins because I don't think I'm ever gonna pick the Dolphins to win another game so long as Mike McDaniel and Tua Tagovailoa are the fucking coach and quarterback, okay? It's over for them. They're fucking done. Bills at Carolina. The Bills have lost 2 straight. Carolina's looking surprisingly competent this year, but I'm still picking the Bills. The 0-7 Jets at the 3-4 Bengals. You guys know me, Big Joe Flacco in the building. I'm taking the Bengals even though I hope they lose because I don't want to have to worry about them in this division race too. The 2-5 Browns at the 5-2 Patriots. I'll take New England because the Browns offense is completely inept. I don't think they can score at all. I don't care if it's Dylan Gabriel or Shedeur Sanders or fucking they bring Kenny Pickett back or they can't score. They stink. Defense is awesome, but they stink. 2-5 Giants at the 5-2 Eagles. Everybody's probably gonna pick the Giants because the Giants just beat the Eagles a few weeks ago, and it was fun, and Jackson Dart and Cam Scatterboo and Aura and Swag and Jerp or whatever the fuck they're saying about them. But the Eagles are the better football team. The Eagles haven't looked great as of late, but they're gonna put the boots to the Giants in Philadelphia. I have full confidence in that. 5-2 Tampa at the Saints. You guys know my rule. I pick the Saints every week, or I pick against the Saints every week. And pretty much pick the Bucks to win every week too because I think they're really good. The 3-1 Cowboys at the 5-2 Broncos. I'm going with Dallas again here. because I don't buy the Broncos for a second. They won that bullshit game against the Giants where they were down, where they had 0 points going into the fourth quarter and somehow scored 33 and beat the Giants. I don't buy that team at all. I think they're fucking frauds. I don't like Sean Payton. I think Sean Payton's a bitch. I think he's bitch made. I don't think he really wants any. He talks a lot. He talk a lot of shit about Russ. He talk a lot of shit about a lot of people. He don't really want smoke for real. He's a bitch. Fuck Sean Payton. And fuck the Broncos for real too. Fuck them. I think I think the Cowboys are gonna win this game. Actually, I actually think they're gonna win the game. I'm not just saying it because I think the Broncos are fucking pussy. I actually think the Cowboys are a good team, and I think they're gonna win this game because I don't think the Broncos offense is that good. And I don't think there was a stat that I heard where in Bo Nix's career he's 2-8 in games where the other team scores 20 points or more. And I think the Cowboys are very easily going to get to 20 points in this game because Dak is on a heater. They have CD back. They have Pickens, who shout out Pickens. Pickens has been a dog for my fantasy team this year. I have him and I have Jonathan Taylor. They are cooking for me. I'm 5-2 right now. I started out 0-2, now I'm 5-2. I'm fucking locked and loaded. We're back. And Pickens has been a big part of why I've won 4 straight. Cowboys over Denver. 1-6 Titans at the 6-1 Colts. I told myself I'm not picking against the Colts anymore. I'm not picking against them because I think they're frauds. I don't think they're frauds anymore. I think they're good. A part of me thinks this might be a trap game. A part of me thinks Tennessee might actually come out and win this game. But I'm not doing it. I'm not picking against them again. They're 6-1. Jonathan Taylor also has been awesome for my fantasy team, like I just said. So let's keep that rolling. Get me another dub this week. And get the Colts to 7-1, which is fucking ridiculous. Sunday Night Football. We have the Aaron Rodgers revenge game. The 4-1-1 Packers against the 4-2 Steelers. And I actually am picking the Steelers. And the reason why I'm picking the Steelers is not necessarily because I think they're better or worse than the Packers. I think these teams have been pretty much in the same tier this year. I mean, the records show it, 4-win teams. It's just one of them has a tie on the record and one of them doesn't. But this is likely Aaron Rodgers' only chance he'll ever get to play the Packers in his entire career. Because even if he does come back next year, obviously it'll probably be in Pittsburgh if he does. And so they're not going to play each other again next year. Because it's NFC, AFC. I don't know exactly how the schedule breaks down, how they make it. But I think it would be pretty much impossible for these two teams to match up again. And Aaron Rodgers has a chance on Sunday night to join a list of quarterbacks that have defeated all 32 teams in the NFL. A list that I think consists of, I think it was like Brady, Manning, Brett Favre, and maybe Drew Brees. It was those first 3 for sure. I don't remember the 4th one. Hold on, because now I am interested. I want to look it up. Who has beaten all 32 NFL teams, quarterbacks? Fran Tarkenton, Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, Tom Brady, Drew Brees. Yep. So, and Joe Montana. So I was right. I did have the 4 right. Fucking boom, I know my ball. Montana and Fran Tarkenton beat all 28 teams because the other 4 didn't exist in their careers. So they beat every team that was available to them to play. Rodgers is on 31. He just has to beat the Packers one time. So we'll see if he can do it. We'll see if he joins that list. I think he can. I think that's like sneaky underrated. Like he probably knows that. And he probably cares about that. And I don't blame him because I think that's a cool stat. To join Manning, Favre, Brees, and Brady beating all 32, that's impressive. And this is, like I said, his only chance he'll probably ever get to do that. So I think the Steelers are a good team. I think I'm not just picking them because of that. I think that has a factor into it. I think there's something about the all-time legend, like he's an all-time great Hall of Famer, first ballot, one of the greatest quarterbacks ever. Obviously he's old. Obviously he's not the same guy. But he may not be as good as he once was, but he could be as good once as he ever was. What was that song? I don't remember who sang that song, but shout out. So yeah, I think Aaron Rodgers is going to be awesome on Sunday night, and I think he's going to beat the Packers, and I think the Steelers are going to go to 5-2. And again, that sucks for me and my Ravens, but you know what? There's really nothing. We got to win. We just got to win. We can't focus on what Cincinnati and Pittsburgh are doing. We just have to win. Monday Night Football, Washington Commanders at Kansas City Chiefs. This is easy. I've stayed true to the Chiefs all year and saying that I think they're probably still the best team in the AFC. Outside of the Ravens, obviously. If the Ravens had been healthy this whole time, if Lamar hadn't gotten hurt, we would have been the best team in the AFC. But if Zach Orr wasn't a fucking terrorist too, you got to throw that in. And if Nnamdi Madubuike didn't fucking shred his MCL, ACL, and fucking PCL or whatever the fuck he did, that he's out for the year. But and Washington is starting Marcus Mariota because Jane Daniels is hurt again. So, come on, let's be real. Marcus Mariota is not going to walk into Kansas City and beat them. I really don't have to say anything more. Kansas City's going to win that game. So we have our picks for the week. We only have 12 games because I missed Thursday Night Football and because of the 6 teams on bye. So the 12 games I have picked are Ravens, Niners. Wait, hold on. Let me do it. I want to do it the same way I do it every week. Ravens over the Bears, Niners over the Texans, Falcons over Miami, Buffalo over Carolina, Cincinnati over the Jets, New England over Cleveland, Philly beats the Giants, Tampa Bay beats New Orleans, Dallas beats Denver, the Colts beat the Titans, Steelers beat Green Bay, and Kansas City beats the Commanders. So we'll be back next week when I have a 12-0 week and just fucking clean house because that'll be fun. Really, the next upload should be the vlog, the Oklahoma City vlog, ring night. That should be the next upload after this one. Sorry it's not already out yet, but yeah. It's taking a little bit longer for me to put together than I thought. So that should be next week. It shouldn't take longer than next week. I should be able to get it out at some point, likely Tuesday or Wednesday if I had to guess, because those are the days I have off. So I'll be able to put the most time into it then. So we'll see which one of those it'll be. It shouldn't be later than that. And if it is, I'll make sure I get it done Thursday or Friday. Because yeah, I want to get it out because I'm excited for you guys to see everything. It was a blast. OKC was great, and I'll probably talk about the trip more in depth. I'll probably do an NBA pod soon because I have thoughts. Obviously, basketball's back. I'm pumped. I'll probably do a full NBA pod, and I'll probably go in depth about my experience in Oklahoma City then. But man, it was beautiful. It was a beautiful place. It was still hot, which was kind of tough, but it was incredible. It was a very condensed city. There was stuff. The food kind of sucked. I'm not gonna, there's Oklahoma City. The food kind of sucked. But I mean, I was there for 2 days. I was eating fucking Dave's hot chicken and Zaxby's and fucking. I didn't give a fuck about the food. I was there for the thunder. So we'll talk about that on a pod coming up. The vlog should be out, like I said, in the next week. Stay tuned for that. That's Beans Picks for week number 8. Sorry about the lack of the full-length pods lately, but things have been a little hectic over here. So I'm just trying to keep navigating through, figuring out, making sure I get something out. At bare minimum, making sure I get my Beans Picks out every week for the NFL. Like that's if I only upload once a week. And I can't do a full pod, it'll be Beans Picks. I'll be making sure I get that done because I really want to keep this uniform all year, have a record at the end of the year and all that. And I'm just now remembering the power went out earlier, so I'm going to just get myself up out of here so I can edit the video and put it out before the power goes out. All right, that's it.